Alright, I'm back. Yes, so here's my Sims story.
The end.
I'll have to title it my Sims story so it's not misleading. Okay, so
You don't
I started
classify that
off
it's Sims and you're in the middle of the story.
Yeah, and this is definitely not for children.
And then we woohooed.
No. I have wicked mods. So they fuck. They actually have sex and I watch them. I'm a pervert. There's Peepin' Tina. I named her Nosy Nina. I changed her name, Peepin' Tina. She'll like come and peep at your house, like look in your windows and stuff. And then there's Peepin' Tom, and he will look in your windows, and if you're doing anything naughty in the window, he will jerk off, and it's gross. He'll also take pictures. He's like balding and fat, and he's just jerking off in your window. You can go out there and like beat him up. It's funny. That's what I do. I go beat him up. Anyway, so okay, I started with this prostitute, and she has pink hair. She's really classy. She's a classy prostitute. She's an escort. And then she becomes fabulously wealthy because she's so good at her pulling it. And she opens a strip club. And she's the big boss. And she runs it as like a brothel kind of. So she has girls that work for her. And she has, this is like not racist, but she has a sex doll. She's like a real person who's brainwashed. And
and you made this story.
Well, I didn't make the mod. No, I mean, it's just shit that happens. I'm just telling you how I've played and like what's happened. I'm not making them do anything. I just set it up and then watch what happens. I built the characters, made a house, decorated it, and then I just see what happens. And then I kind of just tell them story, and it's funny. So there's some things that happen that are just like, what the fuck? And it's just because stuff that Sims do. Like, I had a kid that went through a bear phase, and she dressed up like a bear. Anytime she had to take the bear costume off, she would cry. Like, she has to go to the bathroom. Oh, I'm not my true self. I'm not a bear.
Therian.
When she finally got over that, though, now she's like an adult. And she's a lesbian. Big secret. There's a lot of lesbians in my world. But anyways. So there's this girl, prostitute. She owns a person. She like paid for this sex doll. And she's basically her baby. She takes care of her. She's like a person that was a scientist and got brainwashed for some reason. I made her cute. She's super cute. Because she was like really nerdy at first. I was like, as much as I love nerdy people, you need to work for me, girl. So I got attached to a girl who worked at the nightclub. She was just working the club, and she's this mixed black girl, and her name is Beverly, I think, or it was like something with an M. Michelle, I think it's Michelle, and she is working, doing the dues with people for money, and she acquires a debt with the boss. She acquires a debt for quite a bit of money, but luckily, she for work she found a scientist dude. Odd, but it works. He works for the same place that the lady's slave came from. Sex doll. So she takes a liking to the scientist. He's super nerdy and cute and goofy. And I was like, I ship it. So they got married. They dated for a little bit. And she has a son named... She already had a son when I started this game. She was a pre-made sim, and I just loved her. I was like, oh my god, this girl showed up to the club and started working. And I was like, damn girl. So I just started playing her. But she has a son named Andreas. And he was a toddler when I started playing them. And she's just living in a little dinky apartment with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom and a kitchen and a living room that's like 1 room, kitchen and living room. And she gets in an abusive relationship before she meets this nerdy scientist guy. She has some customer come into her house. He was like the maintenance guy. He just shows up to, fix the electricity. And she offers her body and he takes it. And then they do it. And then she's like uncomfortable. Like it's showing that she's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And he won't leave. He won't leave the house. Staying in the house. He stayed for 2 days and was like fighting with her. Like arguing and fighting. And the little boy was like just playing with his tablet. And like she had to try and cook food for him while he's like trying to fight her. And then I finally was able to like kick him out. And then he tried to come back the next day and I told him to leave and he left and I never saw him again. That guy was an asshole. Then she met the scientist dude. He just randomly called her, "Hey, I heard you're really nice. Like, I want to hang out. Do you want to go to this place?" And then she went on a date with him. And I loved him.
We're probably going to end up cutting some of these into smaller ones. What are we doing?
Yeah. I'm just getting the paint off. It's something to do while they're dry. And I mean, it's going to make it less work for us later. Because this is easy bitch work. All I tell a story about my prostitute that turns into a family woman. She changes her whole life, dude. So she's always been into music. And she's a really good singer. Like, she just had naturally good pipes. She'd go singer. And she wants to be, like, a famous singer. But that doesn't happen. She learns how to play the guitar, though. But she doesn't ever, like, become famous. Because she ends up changing her aspiration to a big family. She wants a big family. So her and this dude get married. And he has a big old house. And I had a field day decorating that thing. And he already had a wife before, so I brainwashed her to forget that they were married. But they still have like the love, like it still shows that they're lovebirds, but it broke their marriage. So it's like they broke it off, but they're on good terms. You know what I mean? So she'll show up randomly, and he has a kid with her, the daughter that had a bear phase. He had a kid with this lady.
Where did this child come from?
She just moved in. After they got married, it asks you to split the household, and I was like, oh shit, he had a daughter and a wife. So I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. And then, so I moved the daughter in, and then she starts building a relationship with the mom. The mom has a son named Andreas. Andreas is older than the girl. So she's like young, and then he's like a teenager when I move in. So then she gets pregnant. And so I have 2 kids. Oh no, wait, they're two children, but technically he's older. But they like look the same age for a while. But then he ages up before her. So he turns into a teenager before her. But so they have this house. No. They lived in an apartment first. They lived in an apartment and it had just enough room for the kids. They had their own bedroom. They had the room for the 2 kids to share, and then like a room for the baby because they were about to have a baby. And turns out it was twins. It was twins because the lot treat fucking made them get twins. Ooh. Yeah, and it was not prepared for twins. There was no room for them, so I had to move them to a house. So I moved to Magnolia Promenade, and I picked out one of the cute houses they had and decorated it. There's 2 bathrooms. One is a smaller bathroom upstairs, and 4 bedrooms, and a big ass open kitchen with an island that wraps around like a U, so you can like be in the kitchen and then people can sit on the bar. You can host parties. Big old house. And they have a hot tub in the backyard. And for some reason, the dad likes to sleep in the hot tub after work. I don't
That sounds
know.
dangerous.
Yeah, he just falls asleep, and I had to tell him to go to bed. Go back in your bed. Hey, I just realized we're wasting time because this is faster.
I tried that on some of them, and it wouldn't.
It's literally coming off for this one.
Yeah.
I'm just picking it off, and it came right off. And I was like, why am I cutting this when I can just pick it? I'm just going to do that now.
Okay.
I'll cut when we're doing the smaller ones. You'll have to trace them, and I'll cut them. Because that was a good system. Should you make a template for a medium-sized scale? Because we need to kind of transition up to a medium one before we do the big ones. Instead of doing, like, small, small, big, big, we'll do, like, small, medium, big.
Where's...
Just get the template and make it a little bit bigger.
I'm trying to find that piece of cardboard.
Where the box I took it off will
go?
Okay. You're so resourceful.
I saved too many boxes.
I have boxes and then I just fucking use them to hide trinkets because I'm a goblin. I literally do that. I have my desk has like 3 boxes. Hi Wiley, see your face.
Aww.
It took video 4 to get a face reveal. And you just see a slight profile. No, but she's already on YouTube. Link in bio.
Don't.
Link in bio. I'm not gonna do that. It was a good one though. It was a good video. So great. She needs to be on SNL.
No.
I swear. TikTok. It was so great.
So
oh my god. Okay,
I don't even know what happened to the smaller.
So she has twins. At first they were twin boys, but then it glitched, and then she gave birth again, and they were girls. So she had 2 girls.
The smaller one. The stencil.
The smaller one. Bruh.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard to just.
I swear it was over here.
As we move everything.
Did I put them over there?
I'll move these before something bad happens.
Yeah, don't put them in a glass.
Yeah, good job. Is it under this somewhere? Oh.
That's okay. It'll look fine. I really don't care.
Well, of course you don't right now.
It'll look great. Just put glitter on it. I love that joke. I'm gonna keep saying that forever now. Bruh. We had it. Where did it go?
I know we're like, let's stay up late and do this,
Here's
but I'm...
this.
Yeah. I wiped things on that.
Is it in the trash?
No. I just don't know where it got. Did you stick it in a pocket?
Yeah,
it's not a pocket, that's my pants.
I'm so worn out, but I just want to get this done.
Why would I stick that there? I was in my pocket, I just poked myself in the butt.
She put a pin in her pocket, a safety pin. Don't do that, it's bad for your health.
I just stabbed myself in the ass.
Stab you immediately. That's bad. Okay, why don't we just worry about the smaller sizes later then?
Yeah, I'm just like, we're so tired too. We're probably gonna mess it up if we try to.
Yeah, or you could trace one of the scales on.
Well, yeah.
Like on the edge.
But I mean, we're so tired that we're not gonna care about the quality, and we're gonna.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just picking this shit up. I mean, it looks fine. But okay, so yeah, they have twins. It was 2 boys, and then it glitched. They were 2 boys, and I raised them halfway, and then it glitched, and then they were girls. Like,
okay.
She re-gave birth, and it was like I had to start all over. Because I guess I didn't save it, but it came back as girls. So, So she has twins. And then the older boy grows up. He turns into a teenager. And then the younger girl is an older child. And then the twins... Oh, no, it was a boy and a girl. It was a boy and a girl. It was a boy and a girl. And I had them in separate rooms. So I had like a younger one with an older one, younger one with an older one. Split up. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. And then... This is so confusing. I have so many kids. It's ridiculous. And then I adopted one because it was rebate day and it was like spend money on random thing and you get a rebate. I spent money on a child. I got an Asian baby and her name is Mei Jin. And she's adorable. She starts off like
June.
Mei Jin. No, May like May, like beautiful. But she's super, super cute, super pretty, really girly. She likes pink and white. And she's really, really smart, like math and smart. Like she does her homework by herself. I didn't ever have to tell her to do her homework. But then when she gets older, she's into different stuff. But first, when the teenager ages out of the house, I move him into his own place. He's living with the Bear twins. Well, they're not actually twins. It's like a teenager and a older sister. But I aged up the younger one because I wanted her to date the young adult son that moved out because they were a cute couple. So I aged her up. So they're twins instead. But she has blue hair and her sister is Candy Bear and has pink hair. So I named her Diana because she looked kind of like my friend Diana. So it's Diana Bear. So Diana and Andreas are kind of hitting it off. And then her sister is kind of a slut. She's like trying to have sex with anyone in the house. And it's like asks, do you want to have sex with me? And then I just reject her. I'm like, no. No, I don't want to have sex with you. I want to have sex with Diana. So, this is a 17-minute video already. So then the older sister, the one that went through a bear phase. What is her name? Christina, I think. She moves in with them and has sex with Candy Bear. And she's still a teenager. I didn't know teenagers could do that. But you cannot prompt them to do it. But they can do it on their own. So, it's like a mod. This sex mod. I can't.
Runaway teen. That's how they do that.
Yeah, but they do it on their own. I cannot prompt teenagers to have sex, which is great. I'm glad that that's a thing on Sims. Even the sex mods have standards. But so she has sex with Candy Bear, and I'm like, well, shit. I guess you guys are gonna be a couple now. So, but I waited until her to be an adult when she's a young adult, and then, her and Candy moved out and got their own place, and they are engaged, but they're not married yet because it's winter. And I don't want to have a winter wedding because everyone will get cold and die. And there's like a blizzard going on. I could get married at the beach, and I'm thinking about that for the girls. And then Diana and Andreas. Now, it would be weird if sister and brother married the other sisters, but they are not blood related, so it's not weird.
But they're from the same family. I'm gonna do it anyway.
No, they're not blood related siblings. Yeah. And there was a weird moment where the sister tried to join sex with Diana and the brother. And that's when I was like, I'm moving you out. Because she tried to join in on sex with her brother that she grew up with. I was like, hell no. I'm not doing this incest bullshit. She tried to join in and I was like, that didn't happen. Nope. Then I moved her out. I was like, you're not living here anymore. Go back home. And then she aged up and moved her into a house with Candy Bear. Because her, like I said, they weren't blood related, and so it's like the mod doesn't know the difference. It shows that their relationship is like sibling bond, but then it's like he's attracted to her. So then I had to change his attractiveness to like only Asians. So that he was only attracted to Diana. And it says that he thinks his sister is plain. And I'm like, good. Don't fuck your sisters. Fucking weirdos. Don't do that. I shouldn't have to tell you. You were fucking in diapers with her. It's so weird.
Mod makers
not
need
okay.
to work on that.
Yeah, well, I guess I don't fucking oversee that. There's an option to turn incest on, and I do not want to do that. So, but I shouldn't have to avoid it, you know.
Probably something they just haven't figured out yet.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just because they're not technically related. It's stupid, but oversight. Don't fuck your stepbrother. Step bro. Michael was
This ain't
laughing
no
at
anime.
me. Michael was laughing at me. I'm like, this is not a Pornhub storyline. This is like, I'm supposed to have a big ass family, and they're like big happy family growing in this Magnolia Promenade. So, anyways, the older kids aged out. Then the twins were a boy and a girl, and then they turned into a girl and a girl. So now I have two girls. One's a sporty girl, and the other is a girly girl. Mei Jin moved out on her own, but when she was a teenager, she's still a teen, and she is trying to become YouTube famous, and she's also a loner. She likes to be alone, and she likes to just do her creative stuff in her room alone, and she has a YouTube channel, and she will go out and play guitar and make money on tips. So she's becoming a famous rock star right now. That's what she's doing. Mei Jin, I love her. She's adorable. She's really skinny. Like, really skinny.
I miss being able to give your sim like a crazy trait and then they can marry themselves.
That is a great...
That was in Sims 3.
I'm all for that.
I loved it.
That is hilarious. I have seen someone do a sim where they made a guy who enjoys watching people be tortured.
That's terrible.
And then he would lock them in a room, and he's sitting in a desk and chair and like watching people piss themselves, and then he's like like laughing at him. And like, and then he'll just be
trait,
like,
I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's evil, and like he enjoys it, and so he's like watching these people through a window, and they're just like pissing themselves, and they can't eat, so they're like starving, and he's like eating a meal in front of them.
Somebody thought this up.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, what the fuck? They named him like Creepy Bob or something. I don't know what he did. It was like Sweaty Bob. His name was Sweaty Bob, and he's just watching people die in a thing, and then the Grim Reaper shows up, and he gets stuck in the room. That was funny. And then he just has like a graveyard outside, and he's just like keeping all the tombstones. And they're just like stacking up. It's funny. Did you know if your kids don't pass school before they age up, they will go to military school? They will just disappear and go to military
school. Oh, I thought you were going to say they die.
No, they just join the military.
Oh.
They go off and join the military, and then they'll come back when they're a teenager, and they're in uniform, and they're like...
angsty.
They're just back. And it changes their moodlets, I think. It changes their personality.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah. I don't do that. I usually make my kids do homework. Or I just age them up before they have to get all the homework done.
Just skip everything.
And just skip it. I'm such a cheater. I'll cheat money and be like, oh, I won the lottery. Oh, my dad sent me money. But yeah, my sim, she's still in debt. And so every time she goes to work, she's been entertaining, like playing guitar at this bar. She just makes money playing the guitar.
Yeah.
And she will come home and basically brings home $2 because all her money goes to the debt that she's
Ooh.
paying. Yeah, she doesn't make any money. But her husband makes a lot of money. He works in a scientist lab. He's like a food
I'm
scientist.
guessing the debt thing is a mod.
The what?
How they do what?
The debt? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a hoe it up mod. It's hoe it up.
Okay.
It's a prostitution mod. You can acquire debt and then you have to work it off with sex. They also have like weed mods. I don't have that. I have hookah. There's hookah, but I don't have weed and stuff. I don't want to have drugs. You can get the drug mods and your Sims can get addicted.
My sister got that.
Yeah, your Sims can be addicted to drugs and stuff. Drugs and
That
alcohol.
was the only mod my sister ever got for Sims.
The Sim that I have that was sporty.
It's really.
She wanted to be a bodybuilder. And she's like really fit, but then she wanted to become a dancer. So now she's like a really good dancer. So that's like her active thing that I do. At first she would work out like constantly, like go to the gym and like work out. She or jog with the dog. They have a dog named Misha.
Jog with the dog.
The dog is a
The dog.
husky. The husky.
I hate how you can't like play the animal.
Yeah, that's stupid. I agree. You just fucking see it and call it and do tricks with it.
I think
It's
there's
just
a
kind
mod
of there.
for that though.
Just kind of there. I want to click on it like you do the child. Have you ever played as a child? It's really fun. You just annoy people to do stuff for you. It's really fun. I love being the kid. I'm like, now I'm gonna go play with my tablet so that mom can do like dishes for a minute. And then I'm gonna go ask her for food because I'm starving. Then I need a bath because I'm stinky. Like I don't be the mom. I be the kid, because if you're the mom and you click on the kid to do stuff, it usually like sometimes if she gets distracted by other things, they won't do it. Like they'll just forget, and then it's like, don't forget to feed your kid or they'll take him away. And I'm like, don't take my babies. So then I'm like, I'm just gonna be the baby and just annoy everybody and be like, feed me
now.
And I don't do the high chair because it glitches sometimes and the kid will get stuck in the high chair, or it'll be like she'll drop the kid off in front of the high chair instead of putting him in the high chair. It's really annoying. So I don't ever use the high chair. It's too much work. You have to get her in front of the high chair, carry him over there, then tell her to put him down in it, then feed him, give him food, and it takes a lot of time.
Instead of it doing automatically, like
no,
in Sims 3.
exactly. So it takes so much time. So what I just do is make a bunch of food, leave food out on the counter, and then I'm just play the kid and grab a serving. Watch TV and grab a serving. That's all I do. It's really quick. You feed your kids. You just put it out there and let them figure it out. I always like having the babies that are independent trait, because then they teach themselves how to potty train. I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
You teach them once and then they figure it out. It's great. Alright, well, it's about 30 minutes. I'm going to stop this video.